think one of the great things that sort of my first encounters with DocuWare was how beautiful the data structures were set up. And, obviously I'm biased thinking data is beautiful, but,
Yes.
that was quite impressive to me.
The German influence.
Yeah. Everything was so beautifully structured, and, that concept of sort of the file cabinet being that table that you refer to. And even the workflow data, although it's quite complicated, it's all there and all accessible.
Yeah.
I think that sort of takes me to what I want to talk about next, is that, you're taking this physical document, you're creating it into data, but that data needs to go somewhere. So it's either in ERP systems, it's got to inform a decision.
Yes.
But somebody's got to do something with that information. And, I know for us, that's a big gap that we've seen in, how do we take people's DocuWare data and build dashboards and visualizations on top of it that allow them to sort of gain insights into, what's the status of particular invoices, who's taking the longest to process, how are actually people using DocuWare to either make it more efficient or make the process more efficient. So I don't know, from your point of view, every customer that you've seen, how important is data for them at the end of the day, and are they actually making the right decisions on their data, or is there room for improvement? Like, what is your assessment of what people are doing?
I think I've had this own thought process and own battle in my head so many times. For which companies actually understand the value of the data that they have? I mean, we've heard the term crap in, crap out so many times, and how clean is my data? Can I actually use it for reporting and so forth?
Yeah.
But if we consider a small business, less than 10, maybe 20 users within the organization, they are still dynamic, right? They still go to market quite effectively. It's easy. I've got one boss, and he's so involved in this business of him that he knows what user 1 is doing, what user 3 is doing, who's not lifting their weight, who's giving good customer service, and who's putting his brand out there so that his customers know that it's a great company to deal with. Now, slowly but surely, companies become bigger, right? Some do acquisitions and they grow organically, and some just simply do a very good job, and because of that, they become bigger. But the bigger they become, I've got to employ a couple of managers, and it becomes difficult to keep control over all of these people. And I mean, then data becomes even more critically important. But even that small company could have used data to better analyze what is really working for him. Because if I analyze that data, then things become clear, right? I could literally just do a couple of graphical reports based on data, like generating a tab and a pivot table within Excel that even gives me valuable information to understand what is actually happening in my business.
Yeah.
What am I selling the most? What am I not selling? Why am I not selling it? Is there somebody that's sitting on a quote for too long, or was an invoice been taking too long to process, and I'm making my supplier upset? There's so much that I can do with that data.